Here's your host, Clay Nelson.
Hey, welcome to the Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour on KZSB AM 1290. This is a call-in talk show, so that means you got to call in. So if you want to call in, local, it's 564-1290, and long distance, it's 866, how many times have I done this? 9,000 times. 866-564-1290 is long distance. Or you can email me at clay@mediasb.com, okay? You can also live stream in today. We're live streaming. Go to my website, claynelsonlifebalance.com/watch, WATCH, and you can either watch us live on the air that way, or you can actually sign in, give them a password and your username, and you can send emails back and forth between between you and I, and talk that way. So if you want to call in, local 564-1290, long distance 866-564-1290. Now, seeing as though tomorrow is Thanksgiving, all right, I'll give you a hint what today's show is going to be about. Slight hint. It's called Being Grateful, being grateful. And I don't know how far this show goes nor how many people listen, but Santa Barbara, if you don't know, has been on fire. First the Gap fire, then the T fire, and now the rain. Boy, we're being tested just about everywhere. And, without a question, the last several months have been really has been exceedingly rough on a lot of people, their families, and their businesses too. So it's a tough time for many to think about being thankful. But, it's not impossible. So you got to think about that. So do you think it's possible to be thankful for what we have and not worry about what we don't have by simply changing how we think? Do you think that's a possibility? You can think about that. Well, that is what we're going to talk about here today. That's really what the whole game is how can you be thankful for what you got? And how can you be thankful? Like if you're in a relationship and the relationship is coming to an end, how do you look at the relationship and be thankful for what you had, not for what you're not going to have in the future? I'm completing a relationship now, and I'm looking at, wow, what are the great times you had, and what did I learn? I'm not worried about, quite frankly, being alone or not having certain people around or not knowing where my underwear is. I'm going to be able to figure that out myself. So just you have to understand that you have to look through the positive side. You have to look for the gold in every situation. And you got to be willing to move forward and take what you get. It's called the dance of life, the end of which we all do the same thing. We die. So it's like, let's go. You want to play? Let's play. So as we get ready to celebrate Thanksgiving holiday, I think it's important for all of us that we, kind of get out of our heads. You stop feeling sorry for ourselves, and we get present to what we have to be thankful for. So think about that. Like, I'm going to tell you about I went to an early Thanksgiving dinner last week, and at that Thanksgiving dinner were some phenomenally great people. The hosts and hostess were great people also, but they had some people there that had gotten completely burned out in the Tea Fire. I mean, they lost 40 years of gathering stuff in a beautiful house with cars, and the woman of the house was a phenomenal world-renowned artist, and the guy was an engineer, and he's, white-haired and a little bit cranky and everything else and kind of normal for 75 years old, But those two were the greatest people I've ever talked to in my life. They had just lost virtually everything. Everything. They got out with one car. No, he got out with his Porsche Speedster, which he wanted. She got out with her car and a little bit of her artwork. And they had a Toyota station wagon that they didn't care about, so they just pushed it out in the driveway. And guess what the fire didn't touch? The station wagon. So they're going to do a Toyota commercial and make $1 million, which they deserve. But we sat and listened to them talk about their life and about how it felt to absolutely lose everything. And I got to tell you, I was so impressed with these people, I just got real clear. I don't have any problems. I just don't have any problems. I mean, I got some creaky bones and hips that don't work and bank accounts that fluctuate and business that's going upside down and cranky people around me and everything else, but it gives me something to do. I mean, can you think about it now? What would it be like if 1 minute you're sitting there in your lounge chair and everything's going great, and the next minute you're in your car and your loved ones is all you got, and the clothes that's on your back is all you got? Think about it. All right? And you don't even have your phone numbers with you. You don't have your database. You didn't get your computer. You look at what you threw in the trunk of your car. Most of the stuff you threw in your trunk in the car was stuff you absolutely don't need. So you don't know how it got there. You just threw it in there. So it's like when Susan and I went through a fire many, many years ago. We got down to the beach house and we looked in the trunk, and I had my backup to my hard drive and 75 pairs of shoes. We took all the shoes. And we have no idea why we did that, but that's what we did. So you just kind of have to understand what's important is hugs, communication, health and well-being, and yeah, having a buck or two, so you got to plan for that. But your stuff doesn't matter. You remember George Carlin before he died, he did a whole album called the Stuff album. It's all about stuff. Your stuff doesn't matter. People fight over your stuff after you're dead and gone, but your stuff doesn't matter. Stuff can't hug you. Money can't hug you. Only people can. So you have to get hugs when you need it. You know, you have to be able to appreciate what you still have. And it's called your health, your spirit, and your ability to relate to another human being, your friends, your family. You know, and when it gets right down to it, what's important in our lives, it is not things. It's not stuff. So what is important? Now, so for today's show, when I researched and I said, I got a lot of quotes from young children on what they're thankful for. Now I'm going to start reading you some quotes, and I want you to just listen to these quotes, and I think you'll find they're phenomenal. All right? The first one says, I'm thankful for family, friends, food, drinks, place to stay, and the blankets that keep me warm. Now that was from an 8-year-old young lady named Cheyenne. And this one's from a 10-year-old young lady named Madeline. It says, I'm thankful for my best friends. And this next one's from a 10-year-old young lady named Savannah. I give thanks for my family and friends because without them, I would be sad. I would also be lonely and I would feel left out. I feel happy because I have my family and my friends. Now here's a 15-year-old young man named Matthew. I'm thankful for my family because they care for me, and my friends because they are fun to hang out with when I'm at school. Okay, pretty cool, huh? Then the next one is it's from. Let me see. Where is this from? Oh, this is from the 6-year-old. This is the young. No, there is some younger ones, but this is from a 6-year-old young lady. Her name is Gloria. Okay, it says, "I'm thankful for my home. I'm thankful for pie. I'm thankful for school. I'm thankful for Mrs. Neal. I'm thankful for Mrs. Shapiro, for my best friend Nora, and for Starfall.com. I'm thankful for toys. I'm thankful for my dad, my mom. Oh." I'm really thankful for candy. I'm really, really thankful for Christmas. I'm thankful for my dresses. And I'm thankful for my little ponies. And that's a 6-year-old young lady named Gloria. Okay? One more before I have to go on a break. This is from Angelina. She's 5 years old. It says, I'm thankful for food and water, clothes, myself, and I'm thankful for my teachers. This is a 5-year-old. I'm thankful for my mom. I'm thankful for crayons and paper and markers and pens and paper. I'm thankful for alarm clocks, for school, games, thankful for colors, thankful for my friends, and I'm really thankful for my sisters and all my family. Now that's a 5-year-old little girl. Can you believe that? I mean, you think we can learn anything here? So now, I've got to go on a break. You're listening to Clay at Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour, and the name of the show is Being Grateful. So get on back here and let's be grateful together.